Hi, Anthony here with EMF Safe. This is BVK2, the mitigation movie. If you're looking for a little bit of peace in your life, away from EMFs, and you want to set up a sleep sanctuary and stop counting sheep at nights, you don't have to move here out in the woods, or here to some desert island, or go camping in the redwoods. But everybody does deserve a sleep sanctuary. But before starting, it's important to know why you are measuring and what. And it's all about hidden circuits, because your bedroom wall behind the sheetrock could look like this, and under the floor it could look like this. And electric wires put out fields 6 to 8 feet through the walls and into the room. A perfect example of this is bedroom 1 measured 890 millivolts, while bedroom 2 next door 5,900. And the reason is hidden circuits. So if you want to sleep like a baby, it's time to measure. Your BVK will come in the mail in a packet like this, and when you open it, it looks like this. The way you set it up is by following these simple instructions. Feel free to pause the video while you get it set up. But it starts by testing your circuit to make sure it's safe, and then by plugging in the ground cord. Setting up a sleep sanctuary is best done with 2 people. One of you lays in bed with the meter, and the other flips the breakers. The meter can be held in a number of different ways as long as you are in contact with the metal handle. And then one of you is going to write down the numbers that you get on the paperwork provided, or you can download an extra copy from the BVK page on our website. The numbering is pretty standard. Odd numbers are on the left, even numbers on the right, and occasionally you'll see miniature breakers, and you number those A and B as shown here. The double switches are 240 circuits, and the amperage is marked on the end of the switch. You want to write that down on the paperwork as well. Anything above 20 amps we need to know about. This is a great way to designate it on the paperwork, because this will require a different type of switch. You're going to start in the room that will be turned off first each night, probably the child's room. With all the breakers on, take a reading, and you write it down. And then turn off all the breakers and take a reading and write it down. It is best to do this with your house set up the same way it is when you sleep. Then you turn on breaker number 1, take a reading and write it down. Turn off the breaker. Turn on the next breaker, take a reading, write it down, turn off the breaker. Continue through the panel until this process is complete and you have all the readings. You will end up with paperwork looking something like this. Now we need to ascertain how many circuits need to be turned off to mitigate each room. And even though you're going to leave on the heating and air conditioning, security system, etc., measure them. That way you'll know if they're affecting you or not. So we're going to turn on as many breakers as we can and mitigate room 1, maintaining a body voltage reading below 100 if possible. Then we'll do the same thing with room 2 and 3, leaving off the circuits, of course, that were there to mitigate the previous rooms. So back to our paperwork. Room 1, John Jr.'s, actually had 2 circuits, but we left the bathroom to be turned off by Mary. And then in the parents' room, there were 2 circuits as well. And we also included the home office for daytime mitigation purposes. Now you know how many circuits need to be turned off. How many zones do you want? Each EMF safe switch comes with 2 or 4 zone option. This is a typical 2-zone situation, and a 4-zone option might look something like this: master bath and bed, the kids' room, and then the office. Next, choose which switch is best for you, the SP or the NP. The difference between the two. The neutral and the ground are joined in your panel, so electrical harmonies or ground effects, often called dirty electricity or DE, can come into your home on the ground and neutral. Cutting off the neutral along with the power can help reduce these effects in your home, especially if you live close to a transformer, have solar panels, a pool pump, or your neighbors do, and or live in a dirty area. The NP is for you. The SP switch cuts off the power only. In some rural areas and or places with certain types of soil, the ground can be quite clean, and people who are not EHS, electromagnetically hypersensitive, and or are on a tight budget, this could be a good solution for you. In our example here, John and Susan needed 6 circuits turned off. They wanted or needed 4 zones, so they chose the NP6 EMF safe switch with 4-zone option. Now they all sleep safe. When you order your switch, we will need to know how many circuits you need in each zone. Your electrician needs to know which circuits you want in each zone. You're now ready to order an EMF safe switch. Simply go to the website, click on the store button, and place your order. And then you and your family can sleep safe.